Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Thursday, May 29th, 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. Geomagnetic storming has been ongoing for 12 straight hours, so get out and look up, especially if you're in Canada. KP is at 5. Telemetry is still looking slightly spicy, and well, we've got more stories to cover. A major wildfire in Manitoba has exploded, causing 17,000 evacuations. And hurricane season has begun as Tropical Storm Alvin has been named, and a second system may be on the way, with more development in the Atlantic to discuss. Holy macaroni, keep calm. It's boom time. Large hail, strong wind gusts, threatening rain, battering Texas, the nexus of the schmexus. The continued threat comes after several days' worth of severe storms, and we've got Sahara dust adding insult to injury, which will be entering Texas in the coming days. Sahara dust makes a 5,000-mile trek to reach North Texas skies. And, well, what you need to know is the best chance of noticing this plume of dust will be Tuesday, June 3rd, and possibly a strong plume of dust by Friday, June 6th. Hail map for Wednesday, May 28th, 2025 is epic. Holy macaroni. Yesterday saw 104,733 households impacted by hail 1 inch or larger. Texas, the nexus of the schmexus, was the #1 impact region. We saw gorilla hail for 5,475 households, a total of 8 square miles of gorilla hail. Absolutely insane. And Tropical Storm Alvin forms in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of western Mexico, the first named storm of the season. Maximum sustained winds at 60 miles per hour, almost a hurricane, but all the models show as it approaches Baja, well, the system is going to break down. Here are the spaghetti models. Those are the tracks. And let's look at the intensity forecast, because I didn't expect it to get this strong this quick. Yeah, a couple of the models showed it getting up to 60 miles per hour, but they all show it rapidly decreasing below tropical storm strength as it makes landfall. So this isn't going to be a significant storm whatsoever for anyone. We do have another disturbance here with a 20% chance of cyclone formation, and it looks like the Atlantic might get spicy in just a few days. Here is Tornado HQ and the live map for severe weather. We've got 8 severe weather warnings, including a special marine warning, as well as severe thunderstorm warnings and a tornado watch out for Coleman County in Texas, the nexus of the schmexus. That looks like where most of the severe weather is happening. And offshore here at the Carolinas. And here is the full forecast. Severe thunderstorms in the southeast and mid-Atlantic and dangerous heat in the west on Friday. Severe thunderstorms will bring a threat of damaging winds, large hail, and a couple of tornadoes to portions of the southeast, as well as the mid-Atlantic on Friday. And heavy rain may lead to instances of flash flooding from eastern Kentucky to southern New York. Meanwhile, a dangerous heat will develop in the west with potentially record-breaking temperatures, so heed the warnings. And there are early signs of tropical development in the Atlantic, and there are 2 tracks that are coming up, but the most recent run shows a Cayman Islands route up towards Florida. What am I talking about? Well, let's move it through. There we can see that tropical storm moving up here. And we're back as we had to reprocess some of that data. Let's take a look at this tropical storm entering the picture here in just a few days. Doesn't seem to want to show when it comes up here. It's moving across Cuba June 9th and entering in the tip of Florida there near Miami, but on the western coast on June 9th as well, and moving up into South Carolina by the 10th. So last night we had a model showing it meeting the southern tip of Texas. Now it's moving up towards Florida. We are days out on this, but something spicy is developing in the tropics in the Atlantic basin. So buckle up, Buttercup. It is officially hurricane season. Now let's talk about wildfires. Province-wide state of emergency declared in Manitoba as wildfires prompt mass evacuations of 17,000 individuals. Manitoba Premier, let's pause that, Webb Canoe called the move will enable the province to respond more effectively to the crisis, including the evacuation of 17,000 people. And the photographs coming out tonight are epic. It looks literally like a firestorm. And some of that smoke may be headed to the U.S. There is the current trail moving all the way out near the tip of Greenland, for goodness sakes, in a giant question mark. Canada is the big winner chicken dinner as the early wildfire season is kicking off. And Manitoba is the big winner. Seismic update. We've got some activity south of the Kamchatka, a huge uptick in activity there. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Normal activity worldwide. And that leads us to worldwide volcano news. Shivalush first on the list, a 14,000-foot blast there. Kluchiskoy on the list as well, 20,000-foot puff there. That is the uptick in seismicity right there. Kluchiskoy. And lots of the Kamchatka exploding today. Santaguito, possible volcanic ash. Sokolijima, 6,000-foot puff. Reventador, sporadic volcanic ash. Liwotolo to 7,000 foot. Sangay to 21,000 foot. Holy macaroni. Semanu, who knew? Now you do. 14,000 foot blast. Ibu to 7,000 foot. We've got Dukono to 8,000 foot, Shivalush to 14,000, Santaguito to 13,000, Sangay to 21,000, Reventador 15,000 foot blast, Shivalush to 14,000, Kluchiskoy, a 20,000 foot extended warning there. And we are going to wrap it up with Semadu, who knew? Now you do, 14,000 foot blast, Ibu to 7,000 feet, Dukono to 8,000, Santaguito to 13,000. And that wraps up the list. Hey. How to watch the Northern Lights for the second time this week from the northern states? Well, you've got to open your door and go outside and look up to the north. It's that simple. And we are currently in low-level G1 geomagnetic storm at KP5. Telemetry looking pretty strong. Let's refresh this. Yeah, it's speed, plasma speed just popped up there. If we get a dip here in the solar wind to the south, holy macaroni, the skies will light up. Current aurora forecast is slightly weak, 50% chance through much of northern Canada, but we are crossing our fingers. Now, aren't we? Did you know Earth's core is leaking gold, according to a new study? Our planet's core is rich in gold that can leak out into the mantle, and in some cases end up in volcanoes on the surface, according to a new study. All the links to all the articles will be below, but if you don't have a gold pan and you don't have a clue, you should get one now. Hold the syrup. Weirdly perfect pancakes on Venus may prove the planet is buckling, or that cosmology is schmuckling. One way or the other, we'll never get to the bottom of it. A new study suggests that Venus's volcanic pancake domes push the planet's crust down, forming bulges towards the surface. This could explain a decades-old mystery, but is the dumbest explanation I've ever heard of as a geologist and a scientist. These look exactly like plasma scars or some type of discharge bubbling, and nothing like a volcano or anything they're claiming in this article. But I do digress. Have you heard? Yes, fiat currency is going to collapse in a big way worldwide. In just the next 5 years, there will be no more paper money. And in the interim, all of your 401ks, stock market portfolios, etc., will be shattered in a big way. As banks collapse, the only way to hedge your bets is precious metals. Precious metals have been king for millennia, right? The ancients loved gold and silver, and so does diamond. If you go to diamondlovesgold.com, you will be redirected to Goldco. We've partnered with them, the industry leader in precious metal IRAs and direct purchases of gold and silver. They've helped thousands of Americans diversify and protect their retirement savings. Request your free gold and silver kit 2025 now. And if you have the right IRA, you get free gold. You can get up to 10% in free silver when you convert your kit. Check it out. There's no obligation. Just fill out the form. Get your free gold and silver 2025 kit from Goldco. It's that simple. No obligation. And with qualified accounts, you can get up to 10% instant match in free silver sent directly to you. That's a boom. And this is a boom to knowledge. Please share the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Most of you watching are unsubscribed, and we need your help to grow. But most importantly, be safe. We love you, and that is a boom.